All right. Hi everyone, welcome to this live stream brought to you by Pixel Fusion. I'm Lauren Yeoman and this is my co-host Katherine Barrow. And today's episode we're going to be totally short and sweet. We're going to show you behind the scenes as we moved offices yesterday, and we'll talk a little bit about the journey mapping workshop we're going to be holding on the 3rd of September. That's next month in the morning from 7 to 10 a.m. So welcome to this live stream episode, everyone. Let us know where you're watching from and what you're doing on this really rainy Friday. Are you at work or are you working from home? I don't know, have you started your company drinks a little bit earlier? Whatever you're up to, just let us know in the comments where you're tuning in from. So for those of you we haven't met yet, we are Pixel Fusion, a digital product innovation studio based in Parnell. And our mission is to help businesses to build their digital capability, to align their business models with a successful digital strategy, and to build future-focused digital products and strategies that enable them to get innovating.
Yep. So remember, if you have any questions at all during our live show today, just pop them in the comments and we'll answer them.
So Kat, I've just given a description of what Pixel Fusion does, but could you explain to our friends out there, like, what is a digital product studio? I mean, it's such a loose term. Yep. A lot of people work with them, and it's not really that clear. Could you just let us know exactly what we do?
Yeah, sure. So Pixel Fusion's mission is to unlock the innovation potential of the businesses that we work with. And we do that in a variety of ways that are appropriate for the type of business and the type of client that we're actually working with. So the most common way that people work with us is actually in terms of product delivery. So we help with product strategy and research, and we help our clients build future-focused and future-proofed digital products. And through that process, we're actually collaborating really closely, and that's where we are able to build that innovation capability as we go. But there are a variety of other ways that you can work with us that are equally exciting, and one which we're actually going to be talking about a bit later on the show, which is our training services. So we actually provide some really exciting workshops, either for individuals or for teams, that are designed to unlock that innovation capability and arm your team with the skills you need to really change the way you do business.
Thanks, Kat. That was actually a pretty awesome explanation. There's just so many components to what we do here at Pixel Fusion. It's really great to hear that from a chief strategy officer herself. So we moved yesterday. It was pretty crazy, actually.
You can probably still hear the drilling.
Yeah, there's still some drills and stuff going on. And the place is a mess. I don't know if you can see, but it's still pretty messy. So this is actually day one in the new office. Yeah, so the space is really good. And we actually made a video that we're going to show you in a second. We'll just switch screens quickly, and then you can see the video that we made of us moving. It was kind of fun, yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a group effort, that's for sure. There's a lot of logistics.
Okay, I'm going! That was almost close into the thing.
Hello, so we're most of the way through our first day of moving. I think we're starting to realize how much stuff we had, because we're looking around and we're like, ooh, it's going to get pretty cozy in here. So watch Trade Me. You might see some quality office stuff going on there. But it's exciting. It feels really good. Lots of extra light, which is nice. It's got a good vibe.
It's about 2 point something. I think it'll be fine.
Super great, on track. It's happening slowly but surely.
Yeah, it was really good actually. So we're really excited about the space in particular because we have such a collaborative approach. We often have our clients in here working with us or sharing desk space with us, and so there were a lot of considerations in terms of how we're going to set the space up to allow for that collaborative environment. We're super excited about all the natural light. It makes a really positive atmosphere, and we've got a huge amount of wall space, which is great because if you know anything about Pixel Fusion, you know that we love our wall space and our post-it notes.
Yeah, sticky notes, and there's little sticky dots.
Yeah, sticky dots. Yeah, so we've got plumbing. We've got a lot of really great space that is going to make workshops, training, design sprints, all of those great things really feel at home in this space.
Everything that you'd actually expect, and specifically workshops that I'm interested in, because we do 2 types of workshops, right?
Yep.
So we do workshops with clients, for clients, and then we also actually teach people how to do the work that we do. Yep. So it's all about us building digital capability.
Yeah, absolutely.
So may I remind you that Katherine is actually one of the facilitators, well, chief facilitator actually, at the next Journey Mapping Basics workshops that we're doing on the 3rd of September from 7 until 10 in the morning. And that's really great for everyone who wants to lead or participate in a journey mapping workshop, or actually just wants to know how to do one themselves. So you can actually, after this workshop, go back to your company and teach your team or facilitate one with your team.
Yeah.
If you want to find out more on how to purchase a ticket for that workshop, then you can just go to pixelfusion.co.nz, Journey Mapping Basics workshop, and all the information's there. Tickets are $497, and this is a pretty comprehensive workshop. I was very impressed with the last one I attended.
Yeah, it's a great workshop, and actually, if you get in there quickly, we've got a early bird price, which is really great, which is only $297. So definitely worth checking that out.
Yeah, so will you tell us a little bit about what we can expect for those of us that are interested in actually attending this workshop?
Yeah, so our Journey Mapping Basics workshop is a half-day workshop. We run it in the morning, and it's a great introduction to the value of customer journey mapping and also the actual process of going about everything from gathering your customer insights initially, conducting customer interviews where you can source information and data, all the way through actually the structure of a customer journey map. So what is the optimal way to lay it out in order to be able to read it and sort of gather those insights. And we go through each of the different swim lanes in a customer journey map. So identifying needs and goals, how to write pain points, how to identify opportunities. And you leave that workshop really with a great foundational understanding of how to use customer journey mapping inside your business and how to go about creating one. So it's a really good workshop for, like Lauren said, somebody who either wants to facilitate themselves inside their business or just someone who wants to understand the value that they might bring.
So why do we do customer journey mapping workshops? Like, why do we even do a journey map?
So a journey map is a really great way to be able to visualize your customer's journey across multiple touch points within your business. And, as customer expectations are rising, it's becoming really important for businesses to take a customer-centric approach. So customer journey maps are great for identifying pain points, so areas of the journey that you could improve. They're also great for finding opportunities to add extra delight and extra value. And importantly, they're really good for aligning your team. So they create a central sort of, almost like a campfire that people can sit around and share customer stories and really put the customer at the center of what you're doing.
And why is it so important to put the customer at the center of what you're doing?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, customers are only going to pay us if we're solving their problems, right? And that's sort of the very basic way to look at it. But really, if you have a customer-centric strategy, that's going to feed into everything that your business does. And the more that you are talking to customers, testing with customers, validating with customers, listening to customers, the more your product is going to be providing the value that those customers need. And that affects your brand, it affects your value proposition, it creates new opportunities for new revenue streams, and all around is just really important to the success of your business, particularly in a time when everything is changing so quickly.
Have you worked with companies that haven't thought about that yet? They feel like they're customer-centric, but they just haven't really got there?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely, this whole customer-centric approach and design thinking approach is still quite new. And I think for a lot of companies, they're still in the phase where it feels like a checklist of things. I need to have a persona, I need to have a customer journey map, I need to do a design sprint, whatever the case may be. And they're kind of just ticking them off without really understanding how they will contribute to the wider business strategy. And so it's really important with something like customer journey mapping to not only do the journey map, but also arm yourself with the knowledge of how to use it inside your business, how to actually take those insights and turn them into actions that result in business value.
I've actually heard that customer journey maps are not inherently valuable.
Yeah.
That the value they create is not necessarily deliverable, but rather we should think of it as a tool. So could you elaborate a little bit on that?
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly right. So customer journey mapping is not about creating a static snapshot of the customer journey map and then designing it really beautifully and printing it out and sticking it up on the wall and leaving it there as sort of decoration. Which,
well,
you know,
it's great because like once you've done it, you feel like, oh, I did a customer journey map.
Yeah, so that happens more often than probably we like to admit, right? But the idea of the customer journey map is actually it should be changing constantly. A, because your customer is changing constantly and their expectations are changing all the time. But also you should be taking the insights that you're getting from your journey map and changing your services and changing your products. And that inherently then changes the journey map as well. So it's a tool for understanding your customer and it's a tool for surfacing insights. But the real value is in actually taking those insights and turning them into change inside the business. And so we actually have a follow-on workshop that we run, which is not scheduled at the moment, but we'll let you guys know when it is, which is about the next step of unlocking the value of the insights from your customer journey map.
That's a lot to actually take in.
Yeah.
So that's bringing us to the end of our session. I just want to remind you again that everything that we've talked about in this session today, you can find in the Tuesday Notes recap, which is on our blog and the Pixel Fusion. You can check that out. And subscribe to this show. We're going to be doing it every Friday, which is going to be great. We'll see you there.
With less drilling.
Yeah, with less drilling and hopefully some Friday drinks.
Yeah.
So if you're not subscribed already, then please like our page on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn, because that's where this show will come up on Friday afternoons. And I just want to say thanks to you, Kat, for coming on the show today and being my co-host. It's just really great.
Yep.
Your knowledge is amazing. And it's just great to have that wealth of knowledge shared with us. So yeah, we'll see you again soon.
Yeah, it was great to be on our very first show and to be able to share that with you. And yeah, really excited about the journey mapping workshop. So
Cool.
Definitely check that out.